If I had to think about it, there's probably three key elements there on what makes great content. The first element is that it's got to be relevant to your market. You know, it's got to be relevant to your customers and your clients and whatnot. And I see this mistake a lot because business owners now, sometimes they post stuff that's relevant to themselves, right? And it has nothing to do with their target market. And they seem to make the assumption of whatever they like, their market likes too. You know, and that's a little bit wrong to assume that. You know, go do your research, find out what they think. You know, one of our products, Social Biz Starter, is all about identifying what your customers think, you know, and how they feel and what are their emotions that go through their head before they even buy your products and services. So, you know, it's really about understanding how that works and then producing content based on that. So first element is it's got to be relevant. The second element is that it's got to be engaging. You know, it's really got to make your customers think. Right? It's got to really move the needle for them, you know, and really sort of look at, you know, shed a different light on their products and service, on your problems, on their problems, you know, put a different spin on things, make them think, you know, invite them to comment, you know, invite them to share with their friends. It's got to be engaging. It's got to move the emotional needle for them. So that's the second element. It's got to be engaging. The third element, and this is huge, right? It has to solve a particular problem for your target market. It has to solve a particular problem for your target market because people are so busy these days, right? They don't really care about, you know, how great your products and services are. You know, all they care about is their problems and how you, as a business owner, can really help them solve their problems using your products and services. So your content really should have some sort of a way of answering a question for them, or, you know, just one little, if their problem is this big, you know, how can you put a different spin on understanding their problem? How can you help them understand their problem for them? You know, things like that. That's the elements of great content. So first one is it's got to be engaging, it's got to be relevant. The second one is it's got to be engaging. The third one is that it has to solve a particular problem, right? And how, I'm going to give you an example of how to create great content that meets these three criteria. On stage at How to Transform Social Media into Serious Dollars, we talk about a technique called the 10 by 10 content creation strategy. And what it is that any business owner has got an assumed level of knowledge and skill in a particular thing. You know, so mechanics know about cars, accountants know about, you know, numbers and bookkeeping and all that. You know, lawyers know about law. You know, if you're selling shoes, you've got some perspective on shoes. So you have this knowledge about your products and services, you know, or industry knowledge, whatever, right? And people come and ask you, you know, frequently asked questions. So if you sit down and you write down your 10 frequently asked questions and you answer them, right, that's huge. So all of a sudden you've got 10 pieces of content there, you know, and that's really powerful. So start with that. The second thing is that once you've got your 10 frequently asked questions and the answers to them, what you then should be looking at is those questions that people should be asking you. So there are questions that people come up to you and they'll ask you, right, and you answer them. But there's questions that with your knowledge and your perspective, you know what they really should be asking. So how this works is slightly weird, but it's incredibly powerful because the first set of questions, the frequently asked questions, right, they indicate to your prospect, to your customer, to your clients that you understand their problem and you solve their problem immediately because you answer their questions. But the second set, this is where it gets more powerful because the second set of should be asked questions indicate that you understand their problems in a deeper level of understanding. You know, and you demonstrate to them that you understand them deeper. And when you can articulate a person's problem better than and help them understand it better than they understand it themselves, that's incredibly powerful. And what happens psychologically in their mind is that they're thinking that, okay, this person really knows what I'm talking about, and they've obviously got a deeper level of understanding than me. They must obviously have a solution to my problem. I want to work with them. Right? And the real magic happens when you string the two together. So you take your frequently asked questions and you combine it with your should be asked questions, and you do something like this. For instance, as a social business consultant, you know, if I were to do a video, it might look something like this. Hi, I'm AJ Kalatunga, the founder of Social Biz Academy, where smart entrepreneurs learn how to understand and leverage social media to grow and achieve their business goals in 12 months. Now, a frequently asked question that I always get asked around the place is that, how do I get on Facebook? You know, how do I set up a business page on Facebook? And the answer is quite simple. You go to facebook.com and you fill in all your details on there and you create your personal account, and then you open up a business page on there, right? So there's a little section that says create a page, and you click on that link and you go in there and you fill out the profile based on your business, whatever it does, and you set up a page. Really simple. But probably a question that you should be asking is, you know, what do you want to achieve from Facebook? Are you looking to build up a community? Are you looking to sell products and services? Are you looking to engage your target market? Are you looking to influence your target market? All these different things that you can do on Facebook. But it really comes down to, what do you want to achieve on Facebook? Because that will help you dictate your strategy and your tactics on Facebook, and it'll give you stuff to really measure against when you do your return on investment. So try that the next time you get on Facebook. Go set up your page and really make it happen for your business, but understand why you're there in the first place. And that's how that works. So I open with the frequently asked question, and I close with the should be asked question. And I do that on stage all the time, and it's incredibly powerful. So that's the secrets to creating great content. And I've given you, a little taste of what it's like when we do our workshops, and you can create great content yourself.